It's a second date update this morning. Hi, James.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you. I understand you went out with a girl named Danielle. Is that right?
I did, yeah. She hasn't called back, but we had a good time.
Okay. And how long ago was this?
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So take us to the beginning. How'd you meet Danielle? And then walk us through the first date. We'll go from there.
All right, so yeah, I met her on Match. Kind of clicked already at the beginning, throwing back a couple messages here and there. So we go out to dinner. I took her to, Waltz. I took her there.
Mm-hmm.
And, we were there for a couple hours. The conversation was great.
Good. Was there any laughter? You got to have laughter.
Yeah, so, she's laughing the whole time. I don't want to talk myself up, but I was kind of during the day, I was like, man, I got this. Like, I'm doing great. Because she's flirting back. I'm getting all of the indications.
Good.
Yeah, I'm calling for advice because I don't know where I went wrong, Like, I've been thinking about it over and over, and maybe I'm trying to jog a memory, but I just don't. I don't think that. I've been dating a kind of a long time. I know when I screw up. Didn't do anything stupid.
Okay. What'd you guys do after Waltz?
We just said goodbye.
Oh.
I left we left knowing we were going to see each other again. We were like, all right, we made plans or not specific plans, but it was up in the air. But it was definitely heading in that direction. I knew I was going to see her again.
Like, how did the conversation go?
It was kind of like, so this has been great. I can't wait to see you again. Like, I can't stay out any later, but let's do this again. And she was like, yes, please. And then I walked her to her car, and she gave me a hug. And it was like a good hug, not trying to be creepy, but you know how you hug someone and it just fits. Like, you're not awkward, you're just fold into each other, you're not hesitant.
Yeah,
I think we fit.
Well, that does sound like a good date.
Yeah,
Sounds like you're really connected.
We did. That's why it felt weird.
And so you've tried to reach out to her. Have you called, texted, messaged? What
Yeah, I didn't want to be I didn't want to freak her out by messaging too much. I sent her a couple messages, and then I stopped after that. And then, I thought after like a couple days it was okay to try calling. So I did that. Left a message.
And not a word, huh?
No, nothing.
Wow.
Complete silence.
Okay. Well, why don't we do this? Let's take a break. We'll figure it out one way or another. If you could just hang tight, and when we come back, we'll call Danielle and see what's going on with her.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right. We'll do that next. Jeff and Jenn, Cincinnati's Q102.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
When it comes to windows, doors, roofing, siding, and gutters, I'm a fan of Universal Windows Direct. And right now, you can get $250 off entry and patio doors. Check out uwdsouthwestohio.com or call 513-755-1800.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
All right. James met Danielle on Match. And after messaging back and forth, they figured, hey, let's give it a shot. Let's meet in person. Let's do dinner. So they went to Waltz. Good steaks, good ribs, great mac and cheese.
All the things that matter in life.
That's right. Tell you what, James is self-aware enough that you can tell when a date's not going well. You've been in situations where it's like, all right, I'm not feeling this, or she's not feeling it. But you didn't feel that way on this date. You really felt like this was happening.
I was planning on going to see her. I was excited. I felt good.
She was flirty, engaged.
Yeah, smiling, wanting to be there. Wasn't like looking at her phone. Didn't touch her phone the whole time we talked.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And you didn't step in it.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Right.
Because that's the other thing, that you're pretty self-aware when you say something that maybe could have been worded better.
If I did say something, she let it slide,
But you said at the very end, when you guys hugged, it felt very sort of, it's hard to describe a hug. Like when you hug someone, they kind of hug you back, but you can tell the difference between a sincere hug and one where they're just like, okay, that's good.
It was symmetrical, right? Like we we closed in together. It wasn't kind of standing off to the side or being like, oh, you were going to do that? You go, oh, okay, we'll hug, sure. You
Yeah.
know,
Okay. You ready to call her?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Hello?
Hello, is this Danielle?
Yes. Who am I talking to?
It's Jeff and Jen at Q102.
Hi, Danielle.
What? Jen.
How are you?
I'm great. This is very unexpected.
I hope it's a pleasant surprise.
I hope so too. We'll see what happens.
What? All right, now, are you kind of playing the field right now? Are you dating a few people?
I mean, I've gone on a few dates.
Just a few dates?
Yeah, they were good dates, but nothing has really landed.
Nothing has landed.
So I haven't. Nothing has landed, and I'm kind of like, I'm just taking a little mini break from dating.
I see.
Okay.
Well, can we get some feedback from you on James? Because James reached out to us. Why is that funny?
Oh, you'll see. We'll talk about it.
Good, because James was really under the impression that things were going super well between you two. Like, you were engaged. You seemed like you were having a good time. It seemed like you were interested in him. He said the hug, you guys, I guess, had a hug before you went off in separate directions. And he said that felt very sincere to him. And then, he tries to reach out hoping for a second date, and you just go mute. Like, what happened?
Oh, God, I don't know. So I liked him so much, like a lot. He was a great guy. We had great dates. Like, it was clearly heading in a positive direction, positive forward momentum. And I was feeling really good about the last date that we were on until the very, very end of the last date.
Oh, I thought you only went on one date with him.
Yeah, well, we went on one date, but it was the last date that I went on. And this is the date that made me want to take a little break.
Okay, got it.
From dating
This
for a
is the
little
date
while.
that made you want to take a break. That's not a
It
good
did.
sign.
No.
It was a little overwhelming. I didn't know what to make of it. But anyway, so he got up to pay the bill, and then he went to go to the restroom, and he leaves his phone on the table, which at first I'm like, well, that's very trusting. I don't know if he's dating other people. That's really nice of him. Didn't really think much of it. And then a text came through, and it was it was from someone named, quote unquote, Sweet Cheeks. And
Okay.
yeah, okay. And I, of course, it goes off right in front of my face. So I lean down, and it is a very, not sure if I can say this on the radio, but it's a very graphic pic.
He got a pic?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's pretty graphic.
From
it
Sweet
is
Cheeks.
from whoever Sweet Cheeks is. It's a large pic with close up, very detailed. And I was like, why is he on a date with me? What is this? Who is Sweet Cheeks? Why is Sweet Cheeks sending him dick pics? What is his interest in me? This was not something that was talked about at all during the date, that this was like, oh, he's also interested in dudes. So I'm like, who are you? Who are you at the end of this date?
Did
I'm
you
very
ask
curious.
him?
It was
I
really
totally
weird.
would have brought it up. I would have been like, dude.
I was afraid to. It was clearly a private moment happening in his life that I was like, it's none of my business, but also like, I'm on a date with this guy. What is happening right now? It was very confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got him on the line. You want to ask him?
Who the hell
I mean,
is
it might
Sweet
as well.
Cheeks?
Yeah, what was that?
That's my brother.
What?
Yeah.
Sweet Cheeks
He's-
is your brother?
Yeah, he's a bit of a player. He had a rash. It sounds like I'm making this up as I say it out loud. I
Yeah,
swear.
it totally
he had
sounds
a
like you're
rash,
making it up.
and
I
he was
know.
sending me a picture.
I don't know of anyone who calls their brother Sweet Cheeks, but okay.
He was asking if I could identify it. I swear to God. I'm sorry to call my brother out, but yeah, he thought he had something. It turned out to be nothing, but that's all it was.
He's sending you a picture of a rash.
Yeah, there is no guy out there sending me dick pics. I'm not even searching for them. I promise. That's just my idiot brother.
And why do you call him Sweet Cheeks?
Okay, that's a little mean on my part. It's a nickname from childhood. He was a fat kid, and our grandma used to pinch his cheeks. You know, the whole like, oh, I'll call him my little sweet cheeks. It's stuck. He hates it, so I call him that now. And yeah,
This looks so bad for you.
You are
Yeah,
not
you
selling
know.
Jeff.
I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, brother. I just, I don't know, man.
I want so badly to give you the benefit of the doubt because our date was great. So part of me is wanting to believe you. Like I want to actually believe what you're saying, but it is kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
Well, I think, the only way for you to get clarification would be probably to meet the brother.
Well, what's she going to do? Is she going to do like
you got a couple of things. You'll
photo
ask
comparison?
him about the Sweet Cheeks nickname. Ask him where that comes from. And then probably insist he drop his pants. And then you take the picture and you hold it next to and see if it matches.
That's the Jenn Jordan method of verification.
I mean, I hate to call anybody a liar.
Some people go with fingerprints and facial scan technology. Jen's,
Yeah, no, that's a no.
got to work with what we got here.
you can.
Well, that's definitely
I mean,
that's definitely one way to go about verification. I'm not sure if I get behind that, but that's definitely one way to do it.
I mean, does it sound like a possible reality enough to you that you'd be willing to, give him the benefit of the doubt? I mean, you said it was a great date until that picture showed up.
This is kind of how I feel about it, and I don't know if this is sad or if this is happy, but there's not a lot out in the field right now, and part of me wants to believe you so much so because, like, you're great, and it's hard to find a great person out there to spend time with. So I think I'm going to choose to believe you. And
For now.
For now.
Because
For now.
eventually
let
you
him
will
prove
meet
himself.
the brother. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely have to meet your brother. I don't know if I'm going to take a picture of his
No, but there'll need to be some kind of two-factor authentication
Of some
done.
kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna choose to believe you, and I would like to try again. I think. Let's do this.
That's what it's come down to. If you say so, let's.
Hey, if it's not the case, that was pretty quick thinking on his feet.
Yeah, it's my
I
brother.
mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's so silly.
He was worried about a rash.
Do you have some sort of medical background where you would be able to identify a rash, or do you yourself have a long history of those kinds of rashes?
Oh, that looks angry.
No, I'm a nurse.
Great. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense that his brother would text him. He's a nurse. He's actually like dealing with people on a daily basis.
I guess.
And also you make good money, which is positive. That's good. You're self-sufficient.
I'm still mortified, but I can see how you originally wanted no part of that. But yeah, I can't hide the family aspect of this. The love of everyone. Hopefully, you have some lovable weirdos too.
I do have some lovable weirdos, but your lovable weirdos have kept one foot in the door and one foot out the door for me. So your lovable weirdos have freaked me out a little bit, but I'm willing to look
understandable.
past that.
When you get to meet the brother, you'll feel like you kind of already know him really well.
Really, really well. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, listen, we'll set it up. Let us know how it goes. Keep us updated, Danielle.
Oh, I will.
That's
You will.
awesome.
You guys will be the first ones to know.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this, though, James. Do you and your brother look a lot alike?
I'm much better looking than he is. Don't worry.
Good answer. Yeah.
Just wonder if there are any other
The
familial
confidence.
similarities.
I don't have a rash.
That's funny.
That's good
Oh, well,
news.
that's good. Clarification. That's good.
Yeah. That's the main distinction. All right. James, thank you for putting yourself out there and your brother and for coming on Second Date Update. Danielle, don't be a stranger.
You'll hear from me if it gets weirder.
Please.
All right.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you both so much.